yourself. You're sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you. You don't even notice. Should've told you straight away. You don't have to be afraid anymore. I know you haven't noticed.
Definitely feeling the fall vibes. Even if Mother Nature hasn't gotten on board yet, it's cool. It'll be 90 degrees here probably until December, January. So to get in the fall spirit, I have a lot of fall things planned today. First up is decorating my front porch. I don't really decorate my house very much. I don't have a lot of decor, but last year I did grab a few things to decorate my front porch. So let's do that first. Last year I was really happy with the way that I transformed this front porch of mine. And you know, I see a bunch of people on Instagram who do the absolute most. I feel like I don't do the bare minimum because I do something, but minimal effort. Maximum results is debatable. And it's actually sad to see the state of like my 4th of July front stoop. I don't think I ever showed you a before, but here's the after and it's looking kind of sad. For a firework. So I really just have a few fall touches. I recently went to Trader Joe's and I thought, oh, they'll surely have pumpkins out. No, they definitely don't. It's still a little bit too early, but I did find these, and sadly, don't judge me by the box, okay? And really, I should be judged for this. I went to the store, I've got a yogurt top on one of them, and at TJ Maxx, they have, you know, they've had fall and Halloween out for a while. And so I was unloading the car and I was too lazy to like actually put them in the garage, so I set them right outside of the garage and it downpoured. So I'm living with the consequences, but it's fine because I'm not gonna keep the boxes anyway, or at least that's what I'm telling myself. So I do have like some floral arrangements from last year. One basket didn't survive, but one did, so I'm happy about that. Oh my gosh, speaking of hot, it's gotta be 95 degrees. So I got down my autumn bins. This one has my Halloween mat that like didn't even get washed, and I don't know how to turn it off apparently, so I don't know if this thing will survive. But this is my autumn things and a couple other autumn things. So I really don't have much, but honestly, you don't need much. Let's do it. Little touches of fall make such a huge difference, or really whenever I'm decorating for any season. I feel like, I mean, I say it often, minimal effort, maximum results, and that's really all it takes to celebrate anything, whether it's a birthday or a season or what the heck ever. You saw in my recent Home Goods TJ Maxx shop with me that they have a ton of Halloween stuff out, a ton of fall stuff out. And I do decorate differently our front stoop for Halloween. I also feel like I don't really have that much, but I've got a skeleton. I can plop her on a chair and it's like good enough. It's not that big of a deal. I have a DIY coming up and I'm really excited about that. We'll see how it turns out. But anyway, I was, you know, at these stores thinking, oh, you know, all these things are really nice and cute, but do I need anything? And I did end up picking out some pumpkins because I just thought, you know what, last pumpkins I bought last year, I got them from Trader Joe's and they didn't rot until summer. And I'm not exaggerating. Like I've got some growing right now. When I say growing, I mean like the vines were growing because the pumpkin just rotted and then the seeds obviously grew some plants or vines, whatever they're called. And I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe how long they lasted. And it was on my to-do list to make some pureed pumpkin and can it, but never got around to that. And I was really hoping that I would, but I didn't. I cut one up and fed one to my chickens. Our lovebird, you let it die. One of the best movies of all time. If you name that movie, we're best friends. And so anyway, the pumpkins, we fed one to our chickens and the other one just rotted and is now hopefully going to make more pumpkins for us. Just kidding. It probably won't because of the where it's planted. I mean, nailed it.
As you can see, I'm pretty impressed with myself with like the little things I grabbed around my garage. And I not lost, but a couple of the brown baskets got ruined. So I ended up taking one from my son's room, and the plant inside of it, you saw, it was like dying. So it wasn't a great spot for it. So I feel like it's gonna have that. And have you seen the artificial trees, like the autumn trees on Amazon or even Home Goods? Man, they're crazy expensive. So I would like to have, a more substantial autumn tree. But I'm like, maybe next year, because of their cost. These pumpkins, I got 2 boxes of them, and those were pretty pricey too, but they're nice and cute. And so I got them in exchange of like buying a bunch of fresh pumpkins at the Trader Joe's. It probably costs less money to buy fake ones. And here's a little friend that came with me with all of my autumn decor. And can you take this and give you this? Autumn. Name that movie too. Such a great one. And again, I'm impressed with my skill. I was like, oh yes, it is looking like autumn over here. So even though I watch all of the Decorate With Me's and I'm very inspired to buy all of the things, I feel like use what you have. It's going to be good enough. And that's what I did mostly. And really many of these things I got for a birthday party that I threw last year for my son. It was like a fall festival themed, and they just kind of stuck around. I was like, you know what? Multifunction. And it really worked out because now I can use these things over and over again. Love that. Happy fall. So here is the final reveal. Oh, wow. So impressive. So extraordinary. Honestly, I was like, where's the stuff I used last year? I have no idea what I put on that table. I don't have a clue. And I'm pretty sure I had 3 of those baskets, and now I'm down to 1. So you know what? I worked with what I had. Did I wish I have more? A little bit. Also, my dead plants. This is what I'm needing to clean up afterward. And I will say, we've had so much rain lately. That thing died. Still some 4th of July decor. I had to drain that because I never put drain holes on the bottom of this. This one is still thriving, but I will probably run to Home Depot or Lowe's and then get some mums to put on my large planters at the frontier. And I think that'll really be impressive. Other than that, I'm literally dripping sweat. So I'm gonna go inside and see what I can do in the air conditioning. Okay, this is perfect. I'm going to put together a fall bucket list. And at first I was like, oh no, I feel like last year I had my life a little bit more together, but in some ways completely not. But I did find last year little leaves, and I can't find those this year. I'm sure one of my kids got a hold of them and made some kind of craft with them. That's fine. But I did find our bucket list items from last year. And this is just like so great. We can replace our summer bucket list with a fall bucket list. And we just put things on this list that we like to do. It encourages us to do things together as a family. And it is a fun, functional decor piece that cost $1 because poster board. Hey, so the first thing I do is gather some fall colors, and that's how I'm going to put my poster board together and make it fall themed. Like, you can use any colors that you want, or maybe just one color. It takes a little effort to create things for the season. Hey, does anyone else absolutely despise their handwriting? I thought, I'm going to make this fancy and cursive, and it's going to look great. No, I don't know why, but I am incapable of creating something that looks elegant, I guess. And I did my best. I even thought, there's another side to this paper. And then I finally just said, forget about it. And I ripped it and I started all over. Thankfully, I bought the 10-pack of poster boards because my kids are always asking for poster boards to do things with. And they're very creative. So it's always nice to have poster boards on hand. So I grabbed the 10-pack and I was thankful because I did just waste one trying to be fancy. And then I thought, go back to your roots. Blame it all on my roots. I grew up in boots and I didn't learn how to do cursive. I'm just kidding. I actually do know how to do cursive, and so do my kids because they go to a school that teaches them cursive, and I know that's not true for all of the schools these days. Do you know how to do cursive? I always joke that if there is a zombie apocalypse that I will just write everything in cursive and not everyone will be able to figure it out. a little joke. I'll have the last joke on that one. Anyway, I'll probably die because I have horrible eyesight, and there's that. So the fall bucket list. I will name some of the things that I wrote on my fall bucket list. I just grabbed it from last year. And then of course I go to Pinterest to get even more inspiration. And after I wrote everything down on my list, I actually added a ton more and I had some pretty good ideas. So the first one, s'mores board. And they don't have to be extravagant. They don't have to be super fancy. They can be very simple. And it's just something to inspire you to get some stuff done, and be festive about it. So we've got a s'mores board, an ice cream board, a football party, fall festival, visit a corn maze, go on a hayride, go trick-or-treating, go on a nature walk, make hot chocolate, make pumpkin pie, eat pecan pie, watch a scary movie, carve pumpkins, put up fall decor, go stargazing, zoo boo, which is an event at our local zoo. We also have visit a pumpkin patch, make a fall craft, donate to a food bank, paint pumpkins, visit a haunted house, eat Halloween candy, watch Thanksgiving Day parade, and everything in between. Last year, I figured I put this fall bucket list up at the beginning of September-ish, and then I took it down after Thanksgiving because that's when our winter bucket list goes up, and so that's why I add like Thanksgiving stuff. I also added host Thanksgiving and I forgot what else, but I put some Thanksgiving stuff on there. I put some Halloween stuff on there, like go trick-or-treating and, Zubu and things of that nature. Or you could, of course, cater this and make it to your personal needs and wants for your family during the holidays. And that's what's so great about this. There are no rules. I'm trying to read some. I put scrapbook. So like personal goals. I also have like learn to knit on there. The kids can maybe teach me that. I've got drink apple cider, have a pumpkin spice latte. I've never in my life had one of those. So maybe I'll switch things up this year. Thrift a cozy sweater. You betcha. I'm headed to the thrift store. Of course, I don't need any motivation to go there. Take some fall pictures. Make caramel apples, make pumpkin seeds, watch a fall movie. I actually want to make a whole list of fall movies to watch, like 30 Days of Fall. And I feel like When Harry Met Sally is number one on that list. What are some fall movies I need to know? Gilmore Girls, obviously, but that's not a movie. You catch my vibe? I need some ideas, and I know you have them. Fall movies are so great. I don't watch enough of them. We always think Halloween, All right, here it is. A little crooked because I tried to use holes that were already in my wall. All right, a little better. And I am kind of disappointed I can't find those little fall leaves. But I think I have a pretty nice list going on here. We've got a lot to do in the next couple of months. And I love how this just jazzes up the whole space. I did grab a couple of things from my bin. It's my Thanksgiving bin officially, so I used this as like table decor last year. I found out that I need way more than this because we had more people than we anticipated come over for Thanksgiving, so we ended up adding more tables. And then obviously there wasn't a centerpiece. Not that it mattered because that's not the point. But it would be nice if I had more, so I'm gonna order more of this. But I think it'd be nice if I threw some up here. And then maybe on my mantle, this is for the bathroom. Literally the only fall decor I have. I thought, I don't need to buy any fall decor, I have plenty. No, I have like one thing. This completely updated everything. And I don't know what I'm gonna do come Thanksgiving time because I actually use these as the centerpieces. But I'm thinking, did I have a backdrop here last year? I have no idea. In my mind, I wanted to make a bingo board, like a Thanksgiving Day bingo board, like who ate leftovers, who fell asleep, Well, check this out. I feel like this looks a million times better. Just a little touch of fall. Oh, this is so exciting. All right, fall bucket list. Here it is. This is what the actual wall looks like. Still looks kind of sad, but you know what? Lie to me. Well, I wasn't expecting to come in here and add anything, but I feel like this will just be a nice, easy fall touch. I don't know, is this how people decorate? All right, check that out. It's fall, y'all. Where the heck did this come from? Well, while I'm at it, I have one left. Oh, and it's not long enough for, oh wait, maybe it is long enough. Hold on, we make it work, we make it work. Don't mind all this crap up here. We live here and I don't clean up. I don't know where to put any of it. Oh my gosh! Amazing, great inspiration for you. I actually don't think this is too bad. And I do have a bunch of white candles that I could put up here, but I just know my kids would grab them. So I'm just gonna leave it as is. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Amazing, revolutionary, groundbreaking, incredible, top of the game, HGTV, hook me up. This one actually does look a little nicer because it has things on the mantle. And even though they're not fall things, they're normal things that I always have up there, just a little touch of fall. Sometimes I watch people and they're literally doing the most, and I think, oh my gosh, more is more. Grab everything from the store and just pile it together. They make it seem so effortless, but then when I go to the store and buy things and try to put them together, I'm like, this looks like garbage. So for me, less is more, and I actually don't think these plugs work. And I have thrown away one of these because I thought, oh, it doesn't smell like anything, but I really just think the plug isn't working because... Anyway, this is my wonderful 4th of July decor, summer decor, if you will. So I'm just gonna switch this out. Nothing too fancy, but I do have, oh my goodness, some florals. And this fall candle, I think I got for Mother's Day or, I don't know, something. Maybe Christmas. I don't know, my kids got it for me for something, and oh, wow, will you look at that?
And then the coveted kitchen towels. This is such an easy swap. It adds a little bit of pizzazz. Minimal effort, what I'm talking about over here. And I just love these. I found them, I don't know if they're technically fall or whatever. I just think they're cute. I mean, they're pumpkins, but they're smiling pumpkins, and who doesn't love a happy pumpkin? So I'm just gonna pop these in. Ah! They're just so cute! Nobody touched them. These are not functional. These are decor pieces. I'm just kidding. We do use them, but I wash them a lot less than the other ones.
Cute.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of bathrooms and candles,
let's take a little field trip to the other bathroom in here that I didn't decorate for fall.
That reminds me. Hold on. Should I go get it right now before I forget, or should I tell you the thing that's right in front of me because we're right here? Decisions.
So we had family over this weekend. Don't mind this. We kind of live here and stuff. We had family over and I thought, you know what? I haven't burned a candle in a while. Let me do that. So I did just that. This is my absolute favorite scent. I don't think they sell it anymore. It's called White Pumpkin Oakwood. I could cry. I love this so much. And I was burning it literally all day. People didn't leave until like, I don't know, 9 p.m. and they got there at 1. When I say there, I mean here. But anyway, I burned it all day and it's not the first time that I burned this. So incredible value, even though these are pricey. And I mean, I don't buy them that often because I don't really burn candles. But if you see this scent, I can look online. Maybe they sell it again. This is absolutely delicious. It smells so stinking good. If you're in the market, check that out for fall.
But then the other thing that I totally forgot that I bought.
Left it out right here so I wouldn't forget. I bought some fall soaps for the bathrooms. Well, that's for my crusty feet. I got some fall scents. Harvest Cotton, and then Fall Symphony. This will be for the middle bathroom. I don't know what to call it. And then this will be for the kitchen. Well, one of these, and one of them will be for Wentworth's bathroom, the guest bathroom. So I'm gonna pop those into place. This was a fun summertime scent, the Juicy Peach. But I feel like Harvest Cotton is just so beautiful and it smells really nice. There was one that I liked the label more, but this one smelled nicer. And this one is literally from Easter and it doesn't smell that great, but I will use it all up. And I love getting the foam hand soaps for the bathrooms. I just think the kids, it's more effective for them. Oh yeah, that one smells good. And I just store them down here with our overstock of soaps and they get used up eventually. I think I'm gonna put this one in the kitchen. I think I like it better. I got this one purely based off of the label. I mean, it did smell nicer than some of the others, so I'm just gonna switch that out. This is an ocean scent. We're just working through it. This was a gift, and I store the excess down here. Oh, look, I already have a fall one. I knew I had the Halloween one back there, but I forgot I had this pumpkin apple. That's okay, we go through a lot of hand soap. It's like so fall in here, it's kind of ridiculous.
I have some fall things to put together, food-wise, edibles, deliciousness. I am so excited to share some of these recipes and ideas with you because I really spent a lot of time like cultivating these things and thinking, This is it. These are amazing, incredible, all the things. And I'm in my head debating like what to put together first. I might just clean up back here a little bit. I recently went to Trader Joe's to try to get a bunch of fall things. And anyway, I brought some of the cookies for this Lazy Susan fall dessert board. I brought the cookies somewhere. So then I had to go to Publix to get a couple of more things. And boy, did I get a couple of more things. Oh yes, I forgot. I'm actually gonna make a lot of fall stuff. This could have been like a cook with me, okay? I ran to Publix. I actually went to Publix first. I thought they would have everything I need, but they never do. They don't have all the Halloween stuff out yet, but I did find this Halloween craft. They had like 4 Halloween crafts out, and I was like, Meredith is gonna stinking love this. She loved the summer one that I got. It's like a haunted house, paint it yourself. So I was excited to find it. I'm one of those people that don't mind when the stores put out things earlier because I like to browse. So the first thing I'm going to put together is this fall dessert board. It'll be like an after school snack board for my kids. I'll offer them a few healthy choices as well. It's fine. But mostly, I think this is so impressive if you're going to a get together, if you're having a get together, or if it's just your family and it's movie night, or it's a rainy day, or it's a Tuesday afternoon. It's just fun to put things like this together. Let me grab a few more things and I'll show you what to do. Now that I found all the treats, I'm like, yeah, I bought way too many things for this dessert board. I have a problem when it comes to desserts. I've eaten about half of this container, no regrets. And I'm going to use my coveted circle piece of wood here. I got this from the Max a while ago, but this is one of my most used boards. It's like just the right size. All right. I am missing a whole autumn tote. I just know I am because I have so many autumn things that I bought. I have that pumpkin tray that I got last year, the pumpkin juice dispenser I got last year. I'm currently looking for a little pumpkin dish. I may have gifted all of those out. But I know I have some things. I went through everything in the garage yesterday and today, and I'm still befumbled. I can't find it. All right, it's fine, I'll figure it out. So I've got a smorgasbord of fall treats happening right here, and they don't even necessarily have to be fall treats. Like this is festive because it's a cookie in the shape of a leaf, no big deal. But I've got meringues, I've got normal cookies, ginger snaps, peanut butter cups, everyone loves them. These are fall colors, a staple, a go-to. Remember when I made those outrageous peanut butter like Reese's cookies? I dream about those. I have some cinnamon sugar almonds I got from Trader Joe's, and then just some banana muffins. I'm gonna throw this thing together. This would be great if you're watching a fall movie. Did I say that? Maybe I'm just really excited to watch a fall movie. What's your favorite fall movie? And I'm not talking Halloween, okay? Fall, strictly fall. It's hard when you think about it. When I think of fall, I obviously think of like Gilmore Girls and something like that. But also, what's that one movie? When Harry Met Sally, Practical Magic, like those are the fall movies I'm thinking of. You know how they do 31 days of Halloween? I think I'm gonna do like a 31 days of fall. However many days are in September. 30 days past September, so 30 days. Do you know that rhyme? 30 days past September, April, June, and November, all the rest have 31, except for February, that has 28, except for on a leap year, it's got 29. It's a really catchy rhyme, as a matter of fact. All right, well, these cookies are kind of just flopping all over the place. You know, ginger snaps are dairy-free. When Avelina was dairy-free, she used to love on these. Okay, see how large and in charge these cookies are compared to this? They should be like around the same size. It's fine, it's fine. I have no space for anything else. I need a bigger board.
This is amazing. I was so glad I put this together. This is what I'm talking about. Like minimal effort, maximum results. It's so fun. My kids came home from school this day. Oh my gosh, so excited. It's fall, you know, and oh, what's this? What's happening? What are we? They thought I was like having a party. It's like, no, this is the party. We're the party. And because I ended up putting like a tablecloth down and made a whole tablescape out of it, but you don't even have to go that far. And I feel like when I see other like decorate with me's and stuff like that, I feel like they really do the most. And I'm over here just putting in 15% effort. Like semi-homemade, if you will. And I reference Sandra Lee in Semi Homemade a lot because she really inspired me, and I wish I would have watched her more as a teenager, as, you know, I watched Rachel Ray, because she really was fantastic. You know, I need to rewatch some of that stuff because she would have a drink, a tablescape, and a whole thing food related, but it was easy. It's like semi-homemade, and it's okay if not everything is homemade. It can still be fun and festive and convenient, and that's her whole shtick, and I just love that, and I have implemented so much of that in my life, because like this stuff, I bought it. Like most of it is convenience. You know, I got it from Trader Joe's, I got it from Publix, put it on a board all together on a piece of wood, and it is so impressive. It's so fun, so festive, and minimal effort. This camera work could use some work. I didn't edit this. Clearly, I'm trying to get a good thumbnail shot.
When I took my kids to the outlets this summer in Orlando, we were there for an extended period of time. So obviously we went to the food court to nourish ourselves. And they had a place in the food court that I've never seen before, and I actually forgot of the name. I'll pop it on the screen if I can Google it and figure it out. But they had some of the best looking salads I've ever seen. So of course, that's where I ate, and I've been dreaming of this salad ever since. I think they call it a quinoa drive. I can't even find it on the website, but thankfully I took a picture of it while I was there, but I didn't get the name of the place. But I took a picture of it so I can kind of zoom in, and it's all blurry, but I can see the ingredients that were in my salad. I also took a picture of the salad. So I'm going to recreate it, and I just think it's full of the fall flavors. It calls for a sweet potato, which I am going to cook up right now because I forgot to do that, but I did already cook up some quinoa. I threw that in the fridge to cool down. But if you've ever had quinoa before and you're like, wow, this tastes like dirt, rinse it first, that might help. But it does have that like earthy flavor to it because it is a seed. But I think it has really great flavor, especially when you pair it with a lot of other things. You can't really taste the quinoa, but it does have a lot of nutrients. It's packed with protein, so I am trying to eat more of it these days. It's a good replacement for like rice or grain. And actually the quinoa drive doesn't even call for sweet potato. I think it had avocado or something. I'm just not a fan of avocado, so I got sweet potatoes in mine. So that's how I'm gonna make it right now. I'm just going to dice this up. Should I have cooked this first? Probably in the microwave. I'm doing it the long way. I'm gonna throw it into the oven at like 425 degrees for, I don't know, around 20 minutes. Persistence is what you need. I just went through all of the bins. Well, first I took my large ladder and went through every cupboard in my kitchen and then my closets, and I was like going crazy. I know I didn't donate it. I know accidents happen, but I was like, no stinking way. I found it. Guess where it was? The last place I looked. You got it. All right, I'm gonna give this thing a wash. This salad better be the best thing I've ever tasted because it has taken me 100 years, literally, to get all of these ingredients out, prepped and ready to go for this ridiculous salad. Oh my gosh, a fresh red onion. This is what dreams are made of. So I am going to dice up a red onion. That's what it calls for. Also a bed of arugula. I've got some chicken, corn, cilantro, sweet potato, and quinoa, and mixed beans. It's packed full of nutrients, full of flavor. The dressing that they used is some kind of balsamic vinaigrette. So I did grab some. That's just typically not something that I have. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Well, I hope it's worth it to go out of my way for this salad because I was either extremely hungry that day or it actually was the best thing I've ever eaten in my entire life. So I'm gonna put my salad together and start with a bed of arugula. Yes, an underrated lettuce, I would say. Is it considered a lettuce? I don't really know. Should I wash this? A perfect autumn blend I'm about to throw together. So I have the arugula. I'm throwing in some cilantro. Some of it kind of looks sad. I didn't even chop it up. Oh my gosh, it's whatever, I'll be fine. Fresh herbs always elevates a dish. I'm gonna throw in the red onion, throwing in some corn. The good thing is I've prepped all of these ingredients, so next time I want this salad, minimal work involved. I'm gonna do, I don't know, half a cup-ish of quinoa. And then the mixed beans I have over here are just red kidney beans and black beans, a few handfuls of that, or spoonfuls, great protein. And then I have some shredded chicken left over from the other night. Yes, I could cry, this is so good. And then I just tried these
The sweet potatoes, I did end up throwing them in the air fryer because I didn't have a ton of sweet potatoes. And I just tossed them in a little bit of oil and salt and pepper. You don't have to do much to them because sweet potatoes have such a great flavor. Oh my gosh, so autumn. And then for the kicker, this is the balsamic vinaigrette I picked out. I don't know, I didn't look very hard. This was in the produce section, which was probably an oversight, but I was on a Zoom meeting with the kids' school while I was trying to grocery shop, and it was just confusing. Oh my goodness, come on. Let me have some. Jeez Louise, that is a dangerous pour spout. I'm gonna do like so, make my own little pour spout, and then just drizzle some over top. Oh, I should have made it look nice and like, you know how they do corn and beans and sweet potato. Do you know what I mean? Like Pinterest worthy, but such is my life. I'm gonna toss this together. There she is. Yes, so autumn. Last year I made this delicious fruit salad with autumn flavors, and that one's good too. This is great for dinner, lunch, breakfast, I don't care. I'm gonna eat it now. First bite, I hope it's good. It's good. I think they did it better. Doesn't it always taste better when someone else makes it for you, you know? I don't know, maybe I added too much of everything. Like that was a good bite. Now I'm getting more of the flavors. Okay, this is so good. Yeah, that's good. So lately I've really been loving putting together a nice beverage for whenever I'm having like a fall theme, a themed anything really. And so I found a ton of like drink recipes, punch recipes, if you will, on Pinterest. And this one is called Thanksgiving Punch. I think, I don't really know. But it's very fall and so, no, it's autumn. Autumn punch something. I don't know where my phone is or I would tell you. Yeah, it is Thanksgiving Punch. I don't know, you guys. On Pinterest, it's called Autumn Harvest Punch. But on the blog, it says Thanksgiving, it doesn't matter. A rose by any other name. It starts out with some apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, which if you ask me, tastes just like apple juice. The ratio is 2-to-1 from what I can understand. And let me tell you, this was hard to find. And I am just so thrilled that I found this punch bowl. It's so cute. Let me elevate it a little bit so you can see it. I got this from the Target dollar spot last year for like $5. Yeah, is that better? I said it's a 2-to-1 ratio. 2 parts apple cider, 1 part, is it gonna foam out? Oh gosh, okay, hold on. I'm not made for this soda life. So this is, it's Canada Dry, but I know it's called something else. I found it with no sugar. Ginger ale, that's what this is called. But it's no sugar. Have you even heard of, do you know that ginger ale normally has like 40 grams? I know, it's crazy. So whenever I serve a drink like this, I try to make it like as least sugar as possible because typically my kids just go after it and they're like, this is great. So 1 part of the ginger ale. I'll let you know if it tastes just as good without the sugar. Honestly, I am a horrible person to judge this because I don't know what typical ginger ale tastes like, but I will say that tastes great. In addition to that, I'm going to add a little bit of pumpkin pie spice. I think that's gonna give it a punch of flavor. I'm gonna whisk that in until there aren't any more dry bits in there. And on the blog, she shares that you can interchange, like you can add all kinds of juice if you wanna add flavors to this, like orange juice or cranberry juice, whatever you like. I look at recipes more of a guideline because you can change everything to match your preferences. All right, well that's good enough. Hey, have you had a pumpkin spice latte yet? I can tell you I've never had one in my entire life. I know it's like, 'tis the season of pumpkin spice lattes. Maybe this year I'll try one. I don't know, it's just not my thing. Okay, and then it calls for some frozen cranberries. You guys, good luck finding these. I have these in my freezer from last year. Can't even see them in there. Doesn't look good. Thankfully I had those in my freezer because, what am I doing? How am I doing this? Slices. Whenever I'm looking for cranberries, I can never find them. The only place is Costco during the holiday season. And I never use a whole bag, so I just throw the rest in my freezer. And lo and behold, it comes in handy in occasions such as this. So I am cutting up 1 red apple and I'm just thinly slicing it up. I'm not sure how much flavor this is going to add. Probably enough because when you infuse things, it also said you could add herbs to this. So I do have some
thyme or rosemary. I always get those confused. So I might add some of that to this. Because you know what I say, fresh herbs and fresh citrus always elevate a dish. So I've got 1 red apple, then I'm gonna chop up 1 green apple, and then 1 orange. Ooh, this is gonna add a lot of great flavor too. And my kids always ask for navel oranges, and so they're gonna be happy that I have a whole bag of these. It goes without saying, who the heck? Never a dull moment here. You know how in Full House, they're like, the door's always open? Like, that's how I feel like it is over here. Anyway, it goes without saying, but we're putting this in the drink, so just wash the stuff before you're chopping it in. Or don't, like, I'm not gonna judge you, I don't care. Alex cares though, okay? So here's our orange. Let me toss them all in. And you know what? I'm not even looking at the recipe. I should be. I'm just going off of memory. But I mean, there's so many variations of this. You can kind of just add whatever you want. And last year for our fall birthday party we had for Wolfgang, I put out like a whole fall spread and it was just so fantastic.
I went down memory lane, okay, to get a little clip of this for you. This is the intro to that video. And I thought, well, I have to include the entire intro because it's just so impressive and maybe it'll inspire you, give you a few more good ideas. I did speed it up a little bit. So if you're wondering like, I can't see anything, that's why. I just think this was such a great birthday party idea. It wasn't niched down and I kind of like that. No characters involved, but like everyone loves fall. And it's my first fall baby birthday and it was just, well, fall. I don't know. I guess I have some more, but I consider those holiday babies, like around Thanksgiving. I digress. It doesn't matter. Make some jam and celebrate fall. Maybe a little fall scavenger hunt. I'm just saying, great ideas.
Some cinnamon sticks in here just for, I don't know, flavor and looks. And I love using these as a mixer. Oh, so I'll put some alongside of it too, but man, that is so good. I'm gonna toss in some oranges. Doesn't this look beautiful? So impressive having this out on the table. Some apples, red and green. And then I'm just gonna give it a mix and let all the flavors kind of marry together. Look how beautiful! You know how some people make those simmer pots? I feel like this is looking a little better. This is just so gorgeous. I can't speak on the flavor yet. Oh wait, the lid isn't even on. Okay, now it is complete. Check this out. I'm gonna go grab a cup and see what it's all about. All right, fingers crossed. This is the best thing ever. Well, it has a $5 quality spout. Cheers. Delicious. And as all of that fruit sits in there, the flavors are just going to develop even further. Love that, that's great. This really is delicious. Oh, I forgot to add the herbs. I don't know, maybe I'll do that later. Maybe I'll forget. Time will tell. The next thing I'm going to throw together is like an autumn snack mix, something like that. And I've made several of these in the past where like, I feel like I've made my own popcorn or like put it in the oven, something to do with the oven. It's always on a sheet pan. Oh, chocolate, I think it involves like chocolate. And it mixes together. And I made it for Halloween, for autumn, you know, all kinds of stuff. It's just great to get a bunch of different snacks, throw it in a bowl, and then while you're watching something or just hanging out, you never know what you're gonna get next. Unless you're one of those people who like digs and picks. I know who you are. All right, so yesterday I was at the grocery store getting all the things I need for this and actually found, what do I need M&Ms for? Oh, I need green M&Ms. For what's coming next. You'll see, wait for it, okay? I have like 3 more things on it. I have so many more things that I plan on making. Let's see if I get to all of it. Do I need mini versions? Couple of this, couple of that, couple of the autumn mix. It's back. The autumn mix, the brochs. I actually have never pronounced that before in my life. Brochs. It's exactly phonetically brochs. Brochs. Breaks. Broch. Now I'm overthinking that. I've never heard anyone say this out loud in my entire life. Do you follow that one guy or has he come up on your feed about like the English language and how, oh, I can't even think of an example, but he says, well, now I have to look him up. Okay, so he has a whiteboard and he's like, okay, this word is ought. He adds a T. This word is thought. Right, okay. He erases the T at the end. Now this word is thaw. And he's like, no, don't you see how? It's though. It doesn't make sense. It's so confusing. You have to, you know, some words are just, you have to know them. And that is not a word that I know. But nonetheless, the autumn mix is in stores, whether you have to dig for it or not. It's a treasure trove in there. Actually, it's not at every store. Maybe by the time this video goes up, it will be. Oh crap, what else do I need? I'm so off track. And this, oh, and then one more thing. The Reese's, the beautiful autumn colors of a Reese's Pieces. That's another thing. Do you say Reese's Pieces or Reese's Pieces? Tomato is all I'm going to say. I have a really cute autumn bowl to put this in. You know how everyone does that like candy salad these days? Just know, I made it first last year, okay? The Halloween candy salad I put together, come on! I'm trying to find a way. Trying to find my way. What am I trying to do? Making my way downtown, walking fast. I don't know. No one ate the bananas. I'm in a getaway car. That was the last time you ever saw me. I gotta focus. What am I doing? Oh, nothing good starts in a getaway car. Alright, I'm gonna see. Ah! Drive me crazy. Hey, I just can't sleep. I'm in too deep. Whoa, baby, thinking of you keeps me up all night. I don't know what I'm looking for. I just want to make it Pinterest worthy, okay? So, before I toss everything in the bowl, I'm gonna waste my life putting it on a piece of wood because that's what Pinterest is all about. I found this popcorn that is peanut butter cup drizzle, but I also found another one that was dark chocolate drizzle. But I thought this one, I don't know, would blend better with all the Reese's that I have.
I actually didn't end up throwing this into the bowl, but I did love this bowl, and I do love that I have this bowl. I just have yet to use it, so I'm excited to actually use it one day. But I just love the way that it looked on the board, and this way the pickers could just pick at it. And you know, when my kids came home from school and everyone was home, they certainly picked, and it was delicious. And so I really just looked at the picture on Pinterest and went from there. Like, I don't have everything exactly that was on the picture. And that's the beauty of inspiration, is that you don't have to do exactly the way that other people did it. You can just take inspiration and do it your own way and buy foods that you like and will eat and what works for you. And that's what I did. Put some food on a piece of wood, and that's all you need to be impressive, okay? Get some autumn colors in there, and boom, you've got a fall treat. Mix it together and you got a mess, but there it is.
Next thing I'm going to throw together are some Rice Krispie treats, but with a twist. I feel like Rice Krispie treats are so versatile and they're delicious too. I've made them for several different birthday parties, but all slightly different to fit the theme of the party. So these are going to be shaped into pumpkins. I made these for the first time. It's like one of the first things I found on Pinterest. So I made them literally like 12 years ago. And I don't know if I've made them since, because sometimes I make something and I'm like, okay, well, I did that. Been there, done that, moving on. But sometimes the stuff is really cute. So I'm gonna make them again, and they are pumpkins. So if you want the shape of something pumpkin, but don't necessarily like the flavor of it, this is the perfect fit. I'm just following the directions on the back of the marshmallow bag for Rice Krispie treats, and it asks for 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm melting this in a pot. Once that's melted, I'm just gonna add the marshmallows. It calls for 5.5 cups. Oh, you know what I like to do? Keep some to mix in when everything else is melted. Just, you'll see, it makes, well, I don't know about when it's pumpkins. If you're making regular ones, I know. If you're making regular ones, keep a few out, and it makes such a difference when you're eating them. If you mix in, like after you mix in the Rice Krispies, then mix in a few of the bigger marshmallows, and it just gives it a nice little texture, yeah? Okay. My fan keeps going off. It's really freaking me out. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know how these marshmallows are gonna melt, because these accidentally got left in my car last night. Not everything got brought in. I was looking for them this morning, like, what the heck? And they weren't melted. So what kind of, the fan again. I can't, oh. I can't turn it off. Nothing good stops and I get to like, Gonna add a few dots of this. Do I need some more of this? I don't know, it's getting everywhere. And then I have 6 cups of the Rice Krispie cereal.
So update on the fan situation. Alex came home and I was like, I cannot get this thing off. I don't know what to do. So he took the whole motherboard out. Apparently it was fried. Don't ask me. I don't know anything about anything. And so we need to buy a new one. And I said, absolutely not. I refuse. And he said, Kim, don't let this be another oven situation. I was like, Alex, oh, by the way, the motherboard is like $400. I'm sorry. No, thank you. I never use that thing. Even when the smoke alarm is going off, I'm like, I don't care. I just go with a towel. I open the back doors and it's fine. I rarely use those vents. When they are on, it drives me nuts. They're so loud. I'm like, forget it. I will say I did the rest of this video with those vents on, and by the end of it, I was going crazy. Okay, they're just so loud. I digress. Listen, he said, don't do it like you did the oven. And I said, absolutely not. I'm not buying a motherboard. I said, here's our compromise. If in the matter of a year we need it because the holidays are coming up, tons of baking, I'm surely going to set something on fire. Happens every year. I said, if we really need it, then I'll buy it. But I guarantee you we don't. You guys know I lived in our old house with a broken oven that would only allow me to set it to 411 degrees. I'm not exaggerating. It's the lowest number I could get to. And I lived with that thing for at least a year, maybe two. And guess what? It was fine. Everything cooked fine at 411 degrees. It was amazing. I don't need a new oven. And actually, we bought a new oven before we left. So joke's on me. But life goes on and it's fine. Like, it's not that serious. It's not that deep. As an adult, you know, it's one thing after another. And I'm just sick of it. I do not need a oven fan. And if that's not code or if that's against some regulation, don't worry, I got a new one. Okay, don't you worry your little mind because we are just fine over here. So, anyway, I am cooking up. What did I just make? Those Rice Krispie pumpkins. Hold on. So much I have to say about that. Just a second. So did you see how when I initially started rolling the pumpkins, I sprayed the oil on my hands? Big mistake. I thought that was going to be helpful. No, absolutely not. Don't do that. I don't know what the heck. You know what I did? I washed my hands because it was so sticky and I didn't dry my hands. So they were a little damp. Those pumpkins rolled themselves essentially. So there's my tip to you. Dampen your hands a little bit, okay? None of that oil, none of the grease. It's not going to work. There's my tip. Remember when I made, what were they, popcorn balls? Oh, what a dang mess. I should have just wet my dang hands and everything would have gone smooth like butter. Yeah, someone undercover. Yeah, skim it. I don't know the words clearly. But here are the pumpkins. They're so cute, so festive. If you love pumpkin flavor, there's none of that in there, but you can add some if you want. Okay, I moved on to making this caramel apple dipping station. I don't know what to call it. You can come up with a cutesy name, but you're better than me because I'm just calling it apples and caramel. Hey, listen, I thought, oh yeah, it'll melt the caramel. No, I put the caramel in the microwave and melted it before I added it to this warmer. I mean, it'll save you probably an hour of your life doing it that way. And I added a little bit of heavy cream to it just to make it a little more fluid. And then I did crack some sea salt in there, just add a little bit of flavor. You know, everyone likes a little sea salt with their caramel and apples. I chopped up some peanuts, put in some dipping pretzels, and boom, you've got a quick, easy caramel apple dipping station. Again, with the names, it's fine. But I just love this idea. I think it's so simple, so cute. And this was the biggest hit of the day. If you were wondering, everyone loved it. Well, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. Hope you enjoyed all of the goodness that I shared with you today. I hope it got you ready for fall. I know I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for that fan to be turned off. Cheers to you. Thanks for hanging out. If you want to subscribe, put a little happy in your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.